Hello. I've had several people asking me how I made these owl boxes and if I would demonstrate how to put them together. So we're going to start out with an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, and we're going to score on the 11-inch side. It's up at the top. We're going to score at 2, at 5, at 7, and at 10. And then we're going to give it a quarter turn, and we're going to score at 2 and at 7. And now I know that it's hard to see sometimes these score lines, so on the back of this paper I have made some marks, and that will determine what we do next with our box. And the parts that you see here in black, this is the shortest score. This was when we were on this side, it was the 10 mark. And I'm just going to angle in and make these cuts to that first score mark, and these parts come out. Okay, and then you see the 3 X's. Those are also parts that we're going to cut out. The way I always remember it is the lid of the box stays closest to this tab. And you'll see here, this is the lid of our box, and this is our tab that we're going to use to glue here in just a moment. And the last thing you'll want to do is go to the bottom, and you'll want to cut each of those lines up to the score line. And this is going to form the bottom of our box. Okay. Now we'll go ahead and fold. Okay, now this tab is what you use to glue. And what I usually do is I fold it over and lay it flat and put the glue on it. And then I bring that, and I just hold it flat and glue it. That way you know it's square. Okay, so you can see the box starting to form. And then just fold in the bottom. And I push those back so I can get the glue on them. Okay, and then that folds down. This paper is a little flimsier than what I usually use. Okay. And then you just crease those in a little bit, and then you're able to fold the front of the box down. Now I'm going to do this with a colored piece of paper, and you can watch again. Okay. We're going to score on the side with 11 inches across the top. We're going to score it 2, 5, 7, and 10. Give it a quarter turn, and we're going to score at 2 and 7. Alright, and now it's time to remove those tabs. And just so you can see again, I just angle in, and I'm going to cut right up to that, and then follow that score line. Okay. And then this is the tab you want to keep, so the other 3 leave. Okay, and then the last thing you'll want to do is cut up to the score line on the bottom of the box. Okay. Then fold on all your score lines. Okay, and then I just bring that tab over and then just fold that down. Okay, and then glue the bottom of the box. Just hold that for a second for the glue. Okay. Then just give it a little crease with your fingers. Make sure it lines up evenly. Okay. And now we're ready to decorate. And we'll set this box aside. And for the eyes, we're going to use a 1.5 inch punch, a 1 3/8, and 1 1/4. And we're going to make eyeballs that look like these here. And I saw it was kind of neat on somebody's website. They had used some pattern paper for the eyes, and I thought I would do that too. Okay, so we need 2 of those. And then 1 3/8 for the next layer. And I'm just using ivory cardstock. And then for the smallest part, it's 1 1/4. And I just use tape on these. Okay, stick that there. Looks like I used the wrong size of black here. Let me grab the other punch real quick. I think those are 1 inch, not 1 1/4 inch. Easy peasy, make a change. Okay, let's try this. Go right over the top of that. Maybe it won't there. Yeah, you can't even see it. Okay, so make that 1 inch in your notes on the eyes. Okay, and then I take, just for a little bit of more effect, I just take and put a white dot on the outer part of the eye. Okay, and I will continue this in the next video.